Coming into your YouTube airwaves, it's Vaughn, the Statman, and welcome to the Stat Room. Woo! How is everybody doing? And welcome to the Stat Room. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so before I get into this 9-game slate, guys, let me introduce myself. Guys, I am Vaughn the Statman. You can follow me on Twitter at VonnTheStatman. And guys, check out the website, VonnTheStatman.com. And if you watch me for the first time, guys, hit that like button before I go any further. And also hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my future videos. And if you're also watching me for the second or third or fourth or fifth time, hit that subscribe button because you obviously like what I do. All right, so let's get right into this 9-game slate, guys. So when I look at this slate today, guys, 3 games jump out at me right away. And remember, what we do here in the Stat Room is you find 3 games you like, select your players from those 3 games, and you live with the results. So I see some great games. And normally when it's more than 8 games, I try to get all of my players from the earlier contest. You can actually do that again today, but it is 1 game that's in that 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. slot that I'm really looking at. Actually, 2 games. So I might have to deviate a little bit today. But when you look at the point guard position, guys, you got James Harden going to Atlanta. 10-4, I don't think he makes value today. Atlanta's pretty good. They're a pretty good defensive team. Now, James Harden can get you 50, 60 points on any given night. But at 10-4, you're hoping that he would get you 60. So I would stay away from him. Doncic is on the road in Indiana. He's 9-9. Now, this is the time to pounce on Doncic. I think that he can go into Indiana and he can get you 50 fantasy points. Young, 9-8. I would stay away from him. Ball is out. Westbrook at OKC. He's going home. He played last night. Doesn't matter. Westbrook is going to do well. But the player who I love the most on this slate, I love Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys. I believe Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he's gonna get you at least 40. But this is one of them games where I think he can get you 50 plus. So love him in this matchup, guys. Now the shooting guard position, you got some great shooting guards. You got Harden, who is shooting guard and point guard eligible. So is Doncic. So you can get one of those 2 guys if you like. Now D'Angelo Russell is someone that I like. He's questionable in this matchup. If he doesn't play in this matchup, Minnesota is going to be under the gun here. So that means that if Russell doesn't play, you have to play Edwards. He's a must start if he doesn't play. But the player that I'm giving you guys, I'm giving you Garland. I think this is a game where Garland, if you look at his numbers, he plays good road or home. And he had 37-23. Don't be shocked if he put up 50 in this matchup. Minnesota is one of the worst defensive teams in the league. Even their center, I like to play centers that go against him because he's not a very physical center. Towns is more one of the finesse centers. He's not like Embiid, where Embiid and Gobert they're gonna try to physically impose their will on you. He's not really that guy. He's a guy. Towns reminds me of Anthony Davis. Those 2 guys, they're great ball players, but they don't have that dog in them. Like when you look at the great players like Antetokounmpo, he goes at you. He tries to take your lunch. If you look at that Paul George, he got that dog in him. You know, LeBron got that dog in him. Stephen Curry got the dog in him. Draymond Green. I mean, Devin Booker has that dog in him. Drew Holiday. You know, those guys have that dog. I just don't see the dog. Russell Westbrook has that dog in him. He might turn the ball over and stuff, but you never will question Westbrook not having that dog in him. So that's why I don't really like going with Towns and Anthony Davis because they play so soft. So in the NBA, you want to get back to physically dominating the game. Even Shaq was talking about Anthony Davis like he needs to get that dog in him. He's too nice of a guy. He's a nice guy. He'll get you, 20 and 10. He's not going to go at your neck, but you need a big man to go at your neck. All right, so let's go at the small forward position, guys. Giannis Antetokounmpo, I don't think he pays off that tag because I don't think he plays in the full quarter. I think they'll be up by 30 plus on Houston. Houston is very bad. Durant, 10-6, too expensive for my taste. Lakers played last night, too expensive. Tatum, too expensive. But Tatum gets up for these big games. So this is a game where Tatum should probably get you 45. I love Bridges. Like I said, Edwards, we're going to go Edwards, guys. You have to play Edwards. Even if you have D'Angelo Russell, Edwards, I don't see how he doesn't get 45 50 in this matchup. I love him in this matchup, guys. Now, the power forward position, guys, you got some great power forwards. Like I said, Antetokounmpo, I don't believe he pays off the price because I don't think that Houston will make it competitive. Durant should be in a competitive game. Actually, guys, this Brooklyn-Atlanta game, you can stack 6 players from this game, and them 6 players could easily give you 250 to 275 points if you get the right ones. LeBron James at OKC. I think OKC is going to smack the Lakers a third time. I just look at the Lakers, and I don't understand this team. They have a bunch of guys. Like, you have a point guard who's turnover prone. Russell Westbrook, you can chalk him up for 5 turnovers before the game starts. And if he's off, you can chalk him up for 8 turnovers. Anthony Davis is not aggressive enough. LeBron is older, so he's not as dominant every game. Like, LeBron will give you a good game, but on a back-to-back, I don't think he'll do it back-to-back games. He might be pumped up for this game, but I don't know if his body will allow him. And then Davis. Davis is really a $8,500 player. I wouldn't pay $10,000 for Davis. Tatum, you can always take a chance on Tatum because he gets up for the big games. So just based on the fact that it's a big game, expect Tatum to come out and give his all. But I don't know if they have enough. I think Boston gets blown out in this game. I don't think they have enough firepower to match up with Phoenix. Sabonis against Dallas. I'm really, really liking the way Porzingis is playing. I don't see Sabonis dominating Porzingis. Porzingis is balling. I do like Russell at Toronto, but at 87, no. If I'm going with somebody in the 8s, I would go with Jared Allen. I like anybody that plays against Towns. Allen has that dog in him. So I would go with Allen over Towns. Porzingis, I like him, but I don't know about him on the road. Wood, not against Milwaukee. Siakam, I like him. Grant is a great play against New Orleans. Barnes, Mobley, but I'm going to give you the player I like. I wasted enough of you guys' time, so let's go down. And I'm going to give you my boomstick. Player of the night is Jay Crowder, going up against his old team at home. And Boston has played a few road games. Don't be shocked if Crowder puts up 30 fantasy points. So that's it, guys. You got Crowder, Edwards, Garland, and Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, this lineup is going to be a contrarian lineup, but not a lot of people are going to have Garland, Edwards, and Crowder. So if these 3 players, I don't like to use those words. Let me rephrase that. When these players do well, we're going to have one up on most people. Gilgeous-Alexander is going to be highly owned today because everybody knows stack 4 players against the Lakers because they're just bad. They're one of the worst defensive teams I've seen. So that's it. Alexander, Garland, Edwards, and Crowder. All right, guys, so that's it, guys. I am on to break down the rest of the slate. So, guys, don't forget to win-win. That means give people what they want so you can get what you want. And, guys, don't forget to think and ink. That means write it down so that way it can come true. And good hunting on all your DFS NBA. Love you guys.